Good afternoon and welcome. Today I'll be answering some questions. You know what happened? I asked for some questions, took me a long time to answer, then had to just film part A and part B, and this is part 2. I don't know. We're all lost by now, so let's just go to the first question. So first question, what is your favorite place in the world? I'd have to say my favorite place in the world is this. My house is where I feel most relaxed and happiest, and we are surrounded by nature. And now that I have this studio, I guess this studio is my favorite place in the world. But I think that's not what you're asking, so I'm going to give you a better answer. I love Portugal. It's incredibly beautiful. Beautiful beaches, beautiful mountains, beautiful cities. So other than Portugal, I guess if I would have to choose, of all the places that I've been, I think I'd have to go with Scotland. If you're Scottish, just for that you have to subscribe. That's the rule. No, but Scotland, I love Scotland. And I love Scotland because it is beautiful, but also because it feels like home. I find the people so warm and gentle. The first time I went to Scotland, we were at Asda, I think that's how you say it. And this is how I know I'm somewhere similar to Portugal at least. Someone in a supermarket line started talking to my father, making small talk, and my father couldn't speak English. I had to tell them, I'm sorry, we're from Portugal, he doesn't speak English, he's not understanding you. Well, did that stop them? No. Instead of just going, okay, it doesn't speak English, this lady goes, oh, you're from Portugal? Oh, you have such sunny weather, you are so lucky. We get rain all the time and this is cold. And she starts talking about the weather and so cute and adorable. Warm people, beautiful places and beautiful hikes also. I fell down. I almost rolled down a mountain and landed on some sheep. That's not Scotland's fault, that's on me. Also love Berlin, Vienna, the museums are just incredible. Italy in general because the food is incredible. Also in Portugal the food is very good. Portugal doesn't get enough credit. I've been to a lot of places in Europe. I've never been outside of Europe, so I'm planning on traveling outside of Europe maybe this year. As with everything, you ask me what my favorite thing is and I tell you everything is my favorite. What you talking about? Love it all! So if you've been here a while, you probably know me a little bit by now, and I have some trouble with choices and picking just one thing. It's probably why I like to shop at Lidl, because there's not like 1,000 brands. It's their brand and occasionally like a name brand. Everything is laid out for you. Just get you want your soy milk, you get your soy milk. You just have to choose chocolate, vanilla, and regular, and really that's not a choice because you get all three. And they're all great, 10 out of 10. And why has this become a little review? I just can't help myself. In the other video I forgot to shout out the subscribers that made the question. I'm so sorry for that. But this question I just answered was made by Two Butted Goat, which I think is a genius name. It's a reference to Bob's Burgers, a very specific one actually. But, and I love Bob's Burgers, so perfect. So next we're going to answer some questions from Chris, and he also left me some answers which I found very funny. So let's make some questions, I guess. I don't know. We'll get there. What do you like to do when not being the best vegetarian, vegan, DIY crafts YouTuber? What do you like to do for fun? Watch, read, music, games. Okay, so this is a very hard question for me, and let me tell you why. I'm going to open up right now a little bit and be a little bit vulnerable, so if you just bear with me. Here's the thing. So I've been diagnosed with attention deficit disorder. I had a neuropsychology evaluation and a medical evaluation, actually more than one, including neurology. So we have excluded neurological disease at this point, at least related to these symptoms. And you asked me, Sophia, you are a neuropsychologist. Did you not know this was the case? Well, I kind of knew, but I didn't want to diagnose myself, especially because it is something that is kind of fashionable and people say they have a lot these days. Back when I was in college, people used to say, oh, this is so OCD of me. And I used to get very annoyed at that because OCD is very severe. It is a very hard and complicated condition. And so a lot of people now say, oh, I have ADHD and I'm always distracted. And why is this important for this specific question? I do absolutely everything and nothing. I used to read a little bit. I can't read right now. I cannot pay enough attention to read, which is kind of, I would love to read, but I just can't. So I like to watch movies. I watch one movie every week. So as for movies, I like dark comedies. I really like Wes Anderson, and I really like the Coen brothers. The Big Lebowski is probably my favorite movie, but I can't choose one. As for music, I do love music. I usually listen to music when I'm doing other things like hanging the clothes or cleaning something up or, you know, doing the dishes, and then I'll listen to music. But like sitting down and just listen to music, I can't do that. Let me tell you some of the things I've been listening to. Lola Marsh, Lover, Rainbow Kitten Surprise, very cool. Wild Child, I love Wild Child. Agnes Obel, just beautiful. Cat Clyde, Alche, Franz Ferdinand, and also Don't Tell Anyone, Lana Del Rey. She's great. I think she's great. People are always trying to cancel her. Don't tell anyone. I don't want to be canceled before I reach 1,000 subscribers. Also, I know this is not cool of me. It's super cool to be a gamer right now. I've never played games. I don't play games. I can't. I have no coordination. My hands don't work like that. The only game I used to like to play was Zoo Tycoon. But then I just get bored. So what do I do for fun? This is what I do for fun. I have YouTube channels. I just collect them. Here's how my interests go. I hyper focus on sewing. I think I'm going to be sewing 24/7. I try to sew something, I give up, and then my focus is on photography. Then I think I'm going to do DIY or furniture or whatever it is, and I go and I buy like I just buy everything, get all the materials, and then I give up. And that's the thing, that's what some people do when they have ADHD. The fact that I've been able to stay with YouTube for so long is very surprising to me. And I think what makes me come back is the community. All these questions come from people who support me and they are always there for me. I'm here because of you, because if it wasn't for this community and for the people who support me, I would have quit. I have to go to the next question. I'm going to make the same mistake and have to divide this into parts. Why am I doing this? I might have to go to part 2D. Oh, I'm going to go through the entire alphabet at this point. Thank you to everyone who left a question. Thank you to my patrons, you guys are the best, and thank you for watching until the end. That is very cool of you. See you next time.